Hey guys, it's Coach Luke here. We are doing a video series on the Turkish Get Up. Today we're just going to go from starting the movement to what we call the tall sit, and then we'll practice that for a couple days, and then we'll do the next portion of the video. So, first thing you're going to start with is no weight or a light kettlebell, and if you don't have a kettlebell, that's okay, because I'm sure you have something like this around your house that you could use to model the movement. So what we're going to do is start in a lying position. I'm going to work on my left side, and in order to do so, I'm going to pretend I have a kettlebell in this hand, put my arm straight up. I should be able to point at the ceiling, and I'm going to pack my shoulder and lock my elbow. The same side knee is going to be up, and you want it in a position where you can plant and push with the foot that's planted. I said plant twice. The other leg will be out at about a 40-degree angle, and your arm should run parallel to that leg. You don't want to start with the arm up at 90 degrees. So the first portion of this movement is we are going to sit up, but it's not like a crunch or a sit-up. What we're going to do is what's called a rolling pattern. And if you think of a push-pull, so you're going to push with the opposite leg, and you're going to pull with the elbow or with the bottom of your fist or the back of your hand. And we're going to come straight up. We're going to make sure this shoulder's packed underneath us. This shoulder stays packed, that's pointing towards the ceiling. And it's so important to keep the bottom shoulder packed because it is actually supporting your weight plus the weight of whatever kettlebell you're going to use. Then we're going to take the hand that's on the ground. I like to take the pinky and rotate it towards the back of the room. And we're going to come up to a tall sit. We're going to pull this shoulder away from our ear. We're going to slide that scapula, so your shoulder blade, towards the middle of your back, and make sure we're lined up. And then we're just going to hold it. And we're going to come back down to the elbow, keeping this shoulder away from the ear, and then we're going to push with this arm and squeeze the lat into our rib, push as we pull the elbow into our rib cage and come down to our back. So the way that would look with a bell, or you could use a shoe for balance, or we'll use this milk jug, is we're going to lock the elbow, lock the shoulder, we're going to drive and pull. We're going to rotate and come up, keeping that shoulder packed. We're going to come back to our forearm, and then back to our back. Grab the bell or the milk jug, pull it down to your chest, roll over, set it down. I'd like you guys to practice that on both arms for sets of 5 each side, a couple times a day. Won't take much time, and then we'll add on the next part, which is called the sweep to lunge. If you have any questions on what I meant by push-pull or any of that, please leave them in the comments, and we